It took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. I started from the bottom, but now I'm here. Stress-free teacher. Now, I'm not perfect, and of course I get stressed out like anybody else. But at the end of the day, when I go home, I take nothing with me, and I can breathe. And it used to not be this way. So, how did I get here? This is a blog, my first vlog, I should say, on Science Remixed, but it's more of a teacher edition. Today I'm going to give you some tips, or some that I've learned myself, I can't take all the credit, of becoming a more stress-free teacher and enjoying what you do. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start off strong. 1. Don't worry about the things you cannot control. My state doesn't have a union, and some states don't either, and some do. But at the end of the day, there are some things you cannot change. So why even get angry? Yes, things might be frustrated, but you can stay positive. For example, every year, schools change the platform in which to grade or which to accept assignments. You go from Microsoft Office to Google Classroom to Canvas to Blackboard, something new every year. But think about it. What can you really do about it? Now, that's sad. I know we're teachers. We should have a say. But think, who are you to be changing the software? And then think, will my frustration matter in 5 years from now when we're going to have to change the software or application again? No, it's not going to matter. Another example, Billy doesn't show up for class. Well, did you do your due diligence? Did you make a phone call home? If it didn't improve, did you make a referral? If his attendance still doesn't improve, you did your job. Yes, you care about the student, and that's all wonderful and beautiful. But no need in complaining about it. Chances are Billy has a history of not attending, and the counselors have to step up on that end once you've done your job. Now, this leads into the next one. Stay away from negative cliques or teachers. If you can't get away from them, just listen if you have to or if appropriate, and don't chime in. If Rachel is talking about Billy's attendance and always complaining about it, just listen and nod your head and maybe suggest a course of action. But you don't have to chime in to the situation and get amped up as well. Don't allow that transfer of energy. I lost count of my numbers, honestly. So I'm just going to be talking. I'll probably number them in the video. So whatever this number is, come up with a simple grading scheme. I use 0, 60, and 100. Students usually never figure that out. So when you have homework or classwork, you can mark it either completed, near complete, which is 100, halfway done, which is a 60, or not done, which is a 0. The purpose of classwork and homework is to see if they understood the concept and are applying their knowledge. When you've been teaching your subject for a while, you're able to just glance at those worksheets and see did they get it or not, what was the formula they're missing, what was the vocab that they're missing, and make a quick note of who needs what and who needs major remediation. So this tip will help you make grading fast and move on to something more meaningful in your day. This moves into our next tip. Don't take work home with you. Set a curfew. So what you didn't get to grade all of the papers? It will be okay, and your students are more understanding than you think they are. You have a contracted time, so stick to it. Now, here's one of my favorite tips. Make your own setup and be selfish. Make your own little kitchen area, your own little slice of heaven in your classroom. Now, here's the selfish part. It is your Keurig, your coffee maker, your microwave. Unless people are contributing to your coffee supplies, your K-cups, your candy stash, keep it to yourself and don't offer. Make your own space. Now, here's a tip that's kind of contradicts the last one, but be giving. Maybe give something to a student that didn't deserve the extra attention, in your opinion. Maybe give him a little piece of candy. Maybe give him a couple bonus points because he wasn't talking out today. Maybe give a compliment to that teacher who's always negative. Maybe send your principal a nice little gift or card to let them know you appreciate them. Show gratitude throughout your day. Another way to practice gratitude is with your students. I have a section on my board that shows 3 things I'm grateful for that day. And it's a reminder to me and my students that we have things to cherish no matter what's going on. Whether it's sunny, cloudy, overcast, or raining, take a quick walk outside during your planning period if you can, or during lunch. Getting outside of your classroom mixes up your day and brings variety. Also, exercise is healthy. It gets those endorphins going. This tip is huge for people who either struggle or say they have anxiety. The tip is focus on one thing at a time. How many of you are listening to this and on their phone or trying to grade papers or trying to straighten and clean things? Savor the moments. When I'm teaching class, I'm teaching class. I'm not worried about my doctor's appointment. I'm not worried about shopping at Ross after. I'm not worried about going out with friends. I'm not worried about my schoolwork, my own schoolwork. Focus on one thing at a time. And you can also reinforce that with your students. When you're in chemistry class, when you're in biology class, don't worry about the assignments that were due yesterday. Focus on today's assignments. Don't worry about math class because you're in chemistry class. And my students and other fellow teachers have said this tip has simplified their life. Multitasking can be great, especially during faculty meetings when the stuff is kind of irrelevant for the 3rd time. But focus on one thing at a time. And make a to-do list to help you keep track of things that you need to accomplish. Now, I know I'm going to get some pushback, some heat, some people in the comments that are not going to like this next tip. But I have seen teachers struggling with their mental health and with their time management and with the quality of their lives. This last tip is controversial, but I'm going to be real. Which one is worth more to your life? The loan forgiveness program or your sanity? Sometimes with these programs and programs like Teach for America, you might not always get to choose the school that you want to go to. You can be that be-all, try, hustle teacher all day. You can be Joe Clark. That is wonderful if you'd like. But I suggest you choose a school that suits you, your mission, your needs, and even where you want to drive to. For example, I don't live where I teach because I know I'm crazy on the weekends. But, okay, not too crazy. But I don't want to see anybody I work with or teach on the weekends. So I drive about 40 minutes to my destination. Some people, they like to be in the community all the time, and they want to teach the students that they live by. And that's wonderful as well. So choose a school with the demographics, with the community that you wish to be part of. Even though I might not live in the community, I do serve the community, and I respect it. And I appreciate the diversity I have at my school. I love it. I love the different cultures at my school. I love the different teachers that serve at my school, and I volunteer in the area as well. So that concludes some of my tips. Please leave a comment below if this helped you, or if you have any other tips you'd like to suggest. Also, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, as well as if you want a part 2, because I've got plenty more to share if you guys are open to it. So with that, have a wonderful day. Be stress-free, relax your mind, and enjoy what you do.